Have you ever sat down to cut a sewing pattern and realized you've spent 40 minutes just adjusting your paper and second guessing your size? You smooth everything out, reread the instructions, check the measurements again. By the time you're done, you're already tired. When cutting feels this slow and complicated, it's easy to lose momentum before you even start sewing. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple, practical tricks to cut your sewing patterns faster, so you can move on to the fun part. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Sarai and I've been sewing for almost 30 years and teaching you how to create a meaningful custom wardrobe for the last 15. Let me show you these cutting tricks. Here's one preparation step that most sewers skip because it seems like extra work, but it's actually the difference between smooth, confident cutting and constantly second-guessing yourself with every snip. These days, many PDF patterns come with layers, which is fantastic. But let me tell you why there's still a compelling reason to print multiple sizes, especially when you're working with a new pattern and you're not quite sure about the fit. Sometimes you may want to grade between sizes. For example, you might be a size 12 at the waist, but a size 16 at the hips. In that case, it helps to have all the sizes you need. At the same time, when you print multiple sizes, it can be hard to tell which line you're supposed to cut, and this can really slow you down. Here's the game changer. Print your pattern with all the sizes you need showing, then take a bright highlighter. I love using yellow or pink, and trace over your size line on every single pattern piece. With your size highlighted, there's no second guessing, no squinting at tiny numbers, and no accidentally jumping to the wrong size mid-cut. Now, if you're more certain about your sizing, you can absolutely use the layer feature in Adobe Acrobat. Simply click off the layers for the sizes you don't need and print just your size. This gives you clean, single-size pattern pieces that are even easier to follow. By the way, if you want to make every step of sewing more efficient, not just cutting, the key is having a sewing space that's set up to make things easy and organized. That's why we've created a free guide to setting up your perfect sewing space, and it's available for you to download at the link below. All right, you know when you're excited to start cutting out a new project and you spread out your entire pattern across your cutting table, you've got this massive sea of pattern paper everywhere, and the moment you start cutting the first piece, the rest of the pattern starts sliding around, falling off the table, generally making your life miserable. And if you have cats, forget about it. Here's how to completely eliminate this problem. Use your scissors to roughly cut around each pattern piece first, leaving about an inch of extra paper around the edges. Now you're working with individual, manageable pieces instead of wrestling with paper that's constantly shifting. And you can actually focus on your cutting line instead of paper constantly getting in your way. This approach gives you better accuracy, less frustration, way more control. I learned this trick after years of fighting with unwieldy pattern sheets, and it's one of those simple changes that makes you wonder why you didn't think of it sooner. Now, there's one small tool that costs less than $20 that will revolutionize how you handle one of the most tedious parts of pattern cutting. You might not even know this tool exists, but once you try it, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. I'm talking about marking all those little details. Dart tips, pocket placement, button locations. Usually this involves a lot of measuring, remeasuring, and trying to transfer tiny marks from pattern to fabric without losing accuracy. The tool I'm talking about is a screw punch, and it's designed to make clean, precise holes in paper. Think of it like a tiny hole punch that you can use anywhere on your pattern. Here's how it transforms your marking process. Take your screw punch and make a hole right at the tip of your dart on your paper pattern. When you lay your pattern on your fabric, use your fabric marking chalk to mark through that hole onto the wrong side of your fabric. Now you have perfectly placed dart markings that took seconds instead of minutes to transfer. But darts are just the beginning. You can use this technique for pocket placement, button markings, any kind of construction detail that needs to be precisely positioned. The beauty is that when it's time to cut your fabric, your markings are already done. No more stopping mid-cut to figure out where things go. Here's a frustrating scenario that I bet has happened to you more times than you'd like to admit. You're excited about starting a new project, you've got your fabric laid out, your pattern pieces are ready to go, and then you spend the next 15 minutes hunting around for your cutting tools. Your fabric scissors have disappeared, your thread snips have somehow migrated to another room, your fabric marking tools are nowhere to be found, and suddenly half your sewing time is gone before you even make the first cut. There's a simple organizational solution that eliminates this problem entirely. Keep all your cutting tools on a dedicated tray. Before you start, gather all the tools you need. Fabric scissors, paper scissors, thread snip, screw punch, marking tools, everything. Put them on the tray, use them, put them back. No more hunting, no more interrupting your flow to search for missing tools. This might seem like a small thing, but think about how much momentum you lose every time you have to stop what you're doing to look for a tool. When everything has a designated spot and you stick to the system, you can stay in that focused cutting zone where you're efficient and accurate. And if you want lots more ways to organize your sewing space to keep things efficient, don't forget to download our ultimate guide to setting up your sewing space. It includes tons of handy tips for building a creative space for yourself, even if all you have is the corner of your dining room or even a closet. Speaking of cutting tools, here's the fabric cutting method that makes everything faster and more accurate. Most sewers stick with pins and scissors because because it's what they learned first. But this method eliminates the main problems that cause cutting errors and slowdowns. With pins, you're constantly dealing with fabric that shifts slightly, especially with lightweight or stretchy materials. And with scissors, you're having to carefully maneuver around those pins while constantly lifting your pattern to see where you're cutting. All this creates opportunities for mistakes and forces you to go slowly. Here's the method that changes everything. Ditch the pins and scissors in favor of a rotary cutter and pattern weights. Pattern weights hold your pattern pieces completely flat against your fabric without any distortion. Then you can run your rotary cutter along the edge of your pattern in one smooth, continuous motion. No jagged scissor cuts, no repositioning, no pins slowing you down. Clean, precise cuts every single time. Here's another pro tip. Invest in multiple sizes of rotary cutters. I keep a large 45mm rotary cutter for long, straight edges. It covers more ground and gives you nice, smooth lines. For tight curves and detailed areas, I switched to a smaller 28mm rotary cutter that gives me much more control. And here's something that's going to blow your mind. Consider getting a second rotary cutter that you use exclusively for paper. If you're working with PDF patterns regularly, having a dedicated paper rotary cutter means you never have to worry about dulling your fabric blade. You can cut out your paper patterns with the same speed and precision as your fabric. As for pattern weights, you have lots of options. You can make your own DIY pattern weights. We actually sewed some beautiful ones here in the studio using fabric scraps and rice or poly pellets. If you want something even simpler, you can use large washers from the hardware store. The key is having enough weight to hold your pattern flat without being so heavy that they're cumbersome to move around. The initial investment in rotary cutters and weights might seem like more than you want to spend, but when you calculate how much time you'll save on every single project, it pays for itself incredibly quickly. Once you've got these cutting techniques mastered, you're going to want to maintain that momentum through your actual sewing process. If you'd like to finish more of those sewing projects you've been dreaming about without sacrificing quality, I've got some game-changing techniques that'll help you sew twice as fast. Watch this video next.